Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Hub back into the video day. And today, I'm going to be doing my first NFL mock draft of the offseason, mock draft 1.0. Let's get into it. We're going to just be going over the first 18 picks since those are the only draft picks that are set, since there are, another 14 teams in the playoffs. Those other 14 draft picks that will be selected in the first round have not been set. So we'll know the full draft order in the first round of the first 32 picks in the first round of the 2024 NFL draft once the Super Bowl is over. But as of right now, all we know is 18 picks. I'll go over that order, and then we're going to go over my first mock draft. At 1, the Bears via the Panthers. At 2, the Commanders. At 3, the Patriots. At 4, the Arizona Cardinals. 5, the Los Angeles Chargers. 6, the New York Giants. 7, the Tennessee Titans. At 8, the Atlanta Falcons. At 9, the Chicago Bears. 10, the New York Jets. At 11, the Minnesota Vikings. At 12, the Denver Broncos. At 13, the Las Vegas Raiders. At 14, the New Orleans Saints. 15, the Indianapolis Colts. 16, the Seattle Seahawks. 17, the Jacksonville Jaguars. And 18, the Cincinnati Bengals. These are all teams that are not currently in the playoffs. So, let's get into it. So, now I was thinking I'm not going to do any trades in this mock draft, but then I came up with one trade. So there's one trade in this mock draft. Let's get into it. So starting off with number 1, I have the Bears staying put, and I also have the Bears keeping Justin Fields. So I have the Bears. If you're not taking a quarterback, the next best player to take is Marvin Harrison Jr. at wide receiver from Ohio State. Him and DJ Moore as a wide receiver duo with Justin Fields at quarterback would be unstoppable. And I think the Bears would be much improved if they can improve the defense throughout the draft and maybe even free agency as well and draft Marvin Harrison Jr. It would be a big difference from them next season. Then at 2 with the Commanders, if Harrison goes number 1, of course, you know who's going to go number 2. It's going to be Caleb Williams, USC quarterback. Would be an automatic 1 if the Bears don't keep Justin Fields. There's sure there is a chance Justin Fields is moved elsewhere and the Bears go ahead and take Caleb Williams. But I honestly think there's more of a chance for Justin Fields to be successful with Marvin Harrison Jr. and DJ Moore than Caleb Williams to just be successful with the current Bears team that they have right now. I don't know about Caleb Williams, and I don't know how good he will be, but I think for Caleb Williams, I think to be with an offensive coordinator like Eric Bieniemy, a guy who worked with Patrick Mahomes and is a very smart coach, I think that's a good fit for Caleb Williams. Sure, Washington is not a good team, but talking about being around a good offensive coordinator and Eric Bieniemy and a guy who he kind of plays like with Patrick Mahomes, I'm not comparing him to Mahomes. I'm not saying he plays like Mahomes, but he has some similarities to Mahomes. He would be with an offensive coordinator who was with Mahomes for years. So I think Washington would actually be a good fit for Williams, in my opinion. At 3 for the Patriots, it's going to be a quarterback, but who is it? Is it Jaden Daniels or is it Drake May? I believe the best fit for the Patriots, I've been back and forth between this. I thought it was Drake May, but I believe the best fit for the New England Patriots is Jaden Daniels, the Heisman winner from LSU, just had an amazing season with LSU, and I think he is the fit for the New England Patriots to be their next quarterback and their future quarterback. Just let go of Bill Belichick today. So now what happens with Drake May with the Patriots drafting Jaden Daniels? I actually have Drake May falling quite a bit. It's not going to be a Will Levis kind of fall where he falls all the way to the second round. I still have him in the top 10. Unless somebody trades up for him, I have Drake May falling all the way down to number 8. But at 5 with the Chargers, and the only reason I have him falling, it's nothing bad about him. Just like the next couple teams after the Patriots, I don't see any of those teams drafting a quarterback. Starting off with the Cardinals, there's for sure that they want to keep Kyler Murray. I have them drafting an offensive tackle from Penn State, Alu Fashuno. I hope I said that name right, but very good offensive tackle and is the best offensive tackle off the board in this year's draft from Penn State. At 5, I have the Chargers selecting Brock Bowers. I was back and forth with the Chargers. They might take a great weapon for Justin Herbert like Brock Bowers and pair him with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Hopefully a healthy hopefully a healthy Mike Williams next season. That'd be great for Justin. Or do they get him some offensive lineman help after, some of his issues last year? I think if Brock Bowers is available at number 5, the Chargers will take him. The Cardinals are not going to take Brock. I wouldn't believe the Cardinals would take Brock Bowers with them having Trey McBride, but never say never. At 6, sure, the Giants could take Drake May, but with this certain wide receiver available at number 6, I don't think the Giants are going to turn down a number 1 wide receiver that they desperately need. So I have the Giants selecting a wide receiver from LSU, Malik Nabers, who outside of Marvin Harrison Jr. is the best wide receiver in this draft. And then at 7 for the Titans, that's another team that's not going to draft a quarterback. I have them getting I was down here. I was down to wide receiver or get a pass rusher, and sure you have Rome Odunze available. I actually have him falling quite a bit, all the way down to outside of the top 10, which he's projected to go in the top 10. Or you can go a pass rusher. I think you get the best pass rusher in this draft with Dallas Turner from Alabama. I think that's a good fit for the Tennessee Titans. Then at 8 for the Atlanta Falcons, I have them drafting a quarterback, Drake May. They need a future quarterback. They need their franchise quarterback, and they haven't had that over the last couple years. Last year it was Desmond Ridder, and Desmond Ridder was quarterback for most of the season, and can't remember who else was playing quarterback for them last year. But it was Desmond Ridder for most of the year or the end of last year. And then this year, it's been Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke. Ever since Matt Ryan left, they have not had a franchise quarterback. So this is their chance to get a franchise quarterback in Drake May. At 9, I have a trade. This is my only trade. I have the Broncos, who are at number 12, trading up to number 9, where the Chicago Bears sit to draft their future quarterback, their hopefully franchise quarterback, Michael Penix Jr. from Washington, who just lost in the national championship. I think he'd be a good fit for the Broncos and be with a great, smart head coach in Sean Payton. At 10, I have the New York Jets getting some protection for Aaron Rodgers and getting Joe Alt, offensive tackle from Notre Dame. At 11, I have the Vikings drafting a pass rusher, an edge from UCLA. I hope I say this name right, Laiatu Latu from UCLA. At 12, I have the Bears getting a defensive lineman from hometown boy, Illinois, who played at Illinois this year, or went to college at Illinois. Jerzon Newton Jerzon Newton to stay right where he is in Chicago. Then at 13, I have the Raiders getting whoever will be their quarterback this season, some help with offensive line, which they could use. I have another Alabama player going in the first round, J.C. Latham, offensive tackle from Bama. Then at 14, I have the Saints drafting Rome Odunze with the 14th overall pick. Could use another wide receiver. Who knows what happens with Michael Thomas? Not only does he get injured a lot, but Saints might move on from him. Rome Odunze would be a good wide receiver number 2 next to Chris Olave, and another threat for Derek Carr going into the 2024 season. At 15, I have the Indianapolis Colts getting some help at corner and another Alabama player going off the board, Kool-Aid McKinstry, who is the best corner in this draft. I think it's a great fit for Indianapolis. At 16, I have the Seahawks drafting another edge rusher going off the board, Chop Robinson from Penn State, second Penn State player to get drafted. At 17, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars drafting Amarius Mims, first Georgia player off the board. And then at 18, I have the Cincinnati Bengals, hope I say this name right, Talisi Fuega from Oregon State, another offensive tackle. So yeah, that's it for my mock draft, my first mock draft for the 2024 NFL Draft. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out.